Hey, what's going on, guys? It's King Nothing here, back with another World of Warcraft video. And in this video, we were playing on our sub-rogue in the Deepwind Gorge. Don't know what happened. I keep losing my mic audio every time I try and render a video, so I'm going to just talk through it with a audio software and just put it over the video itself. This is an absolute beast of a video. I'm going to go ahead and spoil it for you. Alliance do not win, as they barely ever do, but I thought I did pretty well in this game. I thought my performance was pretty up to par. Still not the best. I'm not skilled at sub by any means, but I'm learning it every single day, getting more and more practice at it, because for my main in Shadowlands, I'm determining between a Fury Warrior, a Sub Rogue, or a Ret Paladin, and right now Sub Rogue is probably in the lead by a pretty large margin. I'm not going to spoil it and tell you how many killing blows I have compared to my deaths, and my damage for that matter. But it's pretty good. It's a pretty good game. So just stick it out through it, guys. I know it's a longer video, but it is worth the watch. It shows you just how beastly sub-rogues are going to be in Shadowlands. It is awesome. I hope they don't get nerfed, but I got a bad feeling that they are. And it also has to deal with, of course, my trinket and the Heart of Azeroth with the lethal strikes, or the one you get from the Oldham invasion. I love it so much. It just helps a whole lot with the one-shots and the combos and things like that. But we started off here, kind of a rough start. Kind of looked like we were going to get 4 capped. We only had 1 base, but I noticed that we had a little druid up here on the quarry, so I'll just run up here and try and help him best I can. But the thing about this game is we do not have a healer, and the Horde do not have a healer, but Horde have 2 tanks, which is extremely annoying in this game, and you guys will see that. And that's one of them you're looking at right there as a Guardian Druid. They're extremely annoying to deal with. I just don't like fighting tanks, because it's like you're hitting a big sponge, basically, especially when it comes to a druid, because they can just stay in bear form, cast Frenzy Rejuvenation, and just keep healing for their entire health bar until they run out of charges. Then that's whenever you can pretty much kill them. And if they have thorns, well, then that's just GG. But this game, like I say, it's pretty nice. I like getting into BGs whenever it is no healers, just because it kind of makes it a little more fair. Because sometimes whenever you have healers in a BG, your healers, I'm not going to say, well, yeah, you could be blunt. Some of the healers in your BGs are going to suck. Not necessarily their skill level, but they could just be a freshed out level 50 and just jumping around in the PvP, which I do not recommend doing. It could be fun to some people, but it's not fun to others whenever you have people that are trying to try harder than a random BG. Sometimes I do that myself, because let's be honest, we've all been there. We've all played a lot of BGs. Can't win them all, but whenever you go in and the Horde outgear you like 5-1, of course you're going to try and blame it on your low-geared people on your team, even though they may be trying, but they can't be effective because they don't have the gear. Which, another good thing is about Shadowlands, they're bringing back the honor system, and I assume they're going to bring back the conquest system too, where you can have the honor and PvP gear vendors, which is nice. That'll be a good way to gear up. I hope they change the way they have it set now, because as of right now, the item levels for said gear is not the highest. It's equivalent to like a mythic +3 to a +6, which it's kind of just okay meh gear, you know. It's not like in-game, wow, your gear is great, but it's nothing to laugh at, I will say. But yeah, we ended up getting 2 bases here. We're at the farm now. That marksmanship hunter that you see, his name's Hawk, and that guy right there probably one-shot. I think he one-shots me twice. It's insane, and one of them is coming up. He's already hit me pretty hard right there. Just look at that, 4,700, 2,600. That is insane. But we also did just do some work on that druid. Had to pop my smoke bomb here and try and heal a little bit. And I'm just kind of delaying time. I just noticed that guy got frozen as well. And yeah, hits me with another aim shot. Top of another big crit from a, pretty sure it was a kill shot. Yeah, kill shot. Hunters are going to be so nice to have on your team, especially in arena now. They got kill shot back. They got a nice little execute, so they have a lot of kill pressure below a certain amount of health, which is very nice. But about the sub rogue, I don't really have any complaints, other than I would say survivability. But I mean, heck, they've got evasion, cloak of shadows, and vanish, none of which have been really touched or tweaked. The cooldowns on them are great. Same with their soothing darkness talent. Only sub can get, and it heals you whenever you pop your shadow dance and whenever you're stealth, I believe. It's really nice to have. But sub rogues, I just can't get over how fun they are. Their play style is so fast, it's so nice. Anytime I see a berserker buff, I try and get it, just because it does so much work. Sometimes whenever I shadow strike to get a big eviscerate off, it doesn't show the damage numbers on screen, which is weird, but it pops them up in the details damage meter. I just kind of wish it showed all my big numbers because I would like to see how hard I'm actually hitting. Same with the Reaping Flames and Dress Trinket. Sometimes it doesn't pop up the damage numbers, but I mean, you could clearly see their health get chunked in a race like that guy there. Same with Shadow Blades. You have Shadow Blades popped on top of your combos in Shadowlands, it is over. Yeah, I checked the game about so many, like maybe 5 minutes into the game. Already 8-1, which is really nice. Getting some support from our fellow teammates. Looks like we're going to make a comeback, does it not? I mean, look, we got 3 up here, and I noticed a hunter went stealth. Want to go ahead and call it out just so they would know who was in the area. Probably whenever it comes to the Shadowlands pre-launch event, that's what I streamed today, and I'm probably going to end up streaming again either the day this video is released or the day after, because I'm hoping to release this video on Thursday, November 12th, which hopefully, all things considered, render comes out great. Hopefully this audio stays on the video, be perfect. And then I may end up streaming later that night, depending on the time, or I could be streaming tomorrow morning, or Friday morning, or Friday evening as usual. But in this game, starting to get a little not really confused as to why we're not pushing for a third, because I did see that we're going for the mid right now. It's getting a little frustrating because, I mean, we are doing a lot of work in this game, but one thing I had to realize is, I mean, Horde have been rotating very, very well, and I don't know if they had a pre-made or not, given that this week is the Battleground bonus event. I'm pretty sure they had 5 people from Tyconchus. I'm pretty sure it was 5, maybe more. Could be less. Could have been like 4 and 3 and something like that. But Arcane Mages, that is another thing I would like to talk about. Played a Battleground probably 3 BGs before this one right here that I actually got a good video out of, and I don't know how he did it. The man would literally just use arcane missiles and one-shot me. If I did not have Cloak of Shadows up, I could not fight this mage. Arcane missiles does a ridiculous amount of damage, and I don't know if it's just his gear optimized that well, and of course on top of arcane power and probably some other damage buffs like I can't remember the name of it, Willow Branch, whatever trinket comes from Waycrest Manor, the one that gives you a big buff of intellect. Had to be something like that, but the man was literally destroying me. That was our 2nd or 3rd death, can't remember exactly, but it's starting to pick up here. About halfway, 655, 389. We could still come back. There's nothing wrong with that score right now, and we do come back. We actually do come back. It gets really, really close. Just kind of sitting up here determining what my next move is going to be. I see my little rogue buddy there trying to fight this druid, so I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to go over here and help him. And it does not work out in my favor. So the guy's clearly a boomkin, but he goes into bear form, pops Stranger Regeneration, pops thorns. Pay attention to my health. Like the scrub that I am, I did not notice he popped thorns in the beginning. I basically killed myself on top of him hitting me 4K with a Star Surge crit. That's also pretty insane. That's pretty good damage on his part. But that's ultimately my fault for still waylaying on him while he had thorns popped. But check the scoreboard again. Boom, that was my 3rd death, 11 and 3. I only have 1 more death in the whole game, and it was kind of deserving. It's completely my fault. I'm not going to tell you what kind of killing blows I end up with, but it's a lot more than 11. We kind of go on a tear close to the end of the game, kind of because I'm getting mad, trying to focus as much as I can and be effective where I can and help my teammates. That was a huge burst from the Dress Trinket there, 7,600. Love that trinket so much. If I could have got the mythic variant of that just to give it a little bit more damage, that would have been even more insane. But yeah, that's where I'm checking the map right now to see if they did have a pre-made, just because I was getting a little bit more frustrated. But I noticed that we kept the shrine again, which is awesome. But I see this little core going on here, so I'm thinking, all right, I'm going to come in here and try and help. See this rogue, puny, get out of my face. He popped evasion, so I can't really hit him that much, so I'm just kind of sitting here trying to hit him, and we eventually take him out, and there is Hawken again. Same marksmanship hunter who destroyed me earlier in the game. That guy had thorns popped. Luckily did not have to hit him that much for him to die. I don't know if we ended up sniping that killing blow or not with Shuriken Toss, but if we did, that was pretty funny. I don't know if that was one of my killing blows or not, but game's getting a little bit over halfway through. Horde looks like they're going to dominate now because they ended up taking the shrine back, which is very unfortunate. But around this point in time, I just focused on doing damage, trying to be as effective as I can, and just showing you guys the sheer power of Sub Rogue. I would like to get a nice arena compilation before Shadowlands comes out just to see what level 50 is going to be able to do compared to level 60. I mean, my gear is not the best by any means. My item level with certain pieces on right now in sub is 125, but I do have potential to be 131, which is pretty daggum good. My warrior itself is only 133, so I couldn't even believe I got my rogue up that high in the first place. But see this Hawking guy, I think I'm gonna take this guy out. Get stunned by another rogue. He tries to run away. Did not get that killing blow on him, but I wanted to kill him so bad I couldn't stand it. Ended up taking that annoying rogue out who opened up on me. I'm very thankful that that druid helped me and stunned that rogue, get him off of me because he was also sub and he could have easily got me into a stun lock, and I probably could have trinketed it, but who knows, anything could have happened. I see Hawkins spawn again. I'm thinking to myself here, okay, I'm going to go ahead and rotate over to the ruins, see if there's about 1 or 2 guys there, try to maybe get a nice 1v1 or 1v2, but I just keep looking behind me because this Hawking guy seems like a sweat, you know, people who try really hard, and I see he's following me, so I'm like, great, okay, I'm not going to be able to take this lonely. So that druid, the same druid that helped me in the other situation just back there at the quarry, looked like he was coming to follow me, and then he starts to lag behind just a little bit. So now we are here at the ruins. I see there's just one little warrior. So eventually here I check the map, see where our team is, see if we're going to push for a third or not, see if I can backcat or trick them out and get a fourth. But see, I have one more rogue coming to help me. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to go ahead and try to open up this guy. No other horde in sight that I can see. Even playing back over through this, I could not see another horde. But let's just see what happens. This warrior is also single-minded fury as well. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but he's using the fist weapons you get from one of the Warlords Adrenal raids. God, the name is slipping me right now, but guess who is back? It is Hawk, and we actually catch him in a mid-air kidney shot. Finally get our revenge. We've been so desperately wanting, and we one-shot him with Dress Trinket. Now, look at that. 3 more horde out of nowhere. Looking pretty grim for me, but this druid is pretty weak, so I did not want to run. I want to try and do as much damage as I can, see if I can take him out to help this other rogue that's there with me. Not noticing his health, he's actually about to die. He dies just then. That druid's at about 4k health. A few presses of my button, boom, he's dead. Luckily, we were able to take him out before I died without taking anybody with me. But they ended up having to rotate 3 more horde as we had 3 more alliance show up, and I'm pretty sure that they lost that fight because I don't think we ended up capping the ruins whatsoever. And somehow we ended up losing the quarry when we have 2 people clearly sitting there on the flag, and if you look at their health bars on the left side of my screen, you can see that they're full health unless they were either stun locked that I didn't pay attention to or could not notice, or CC change or something, or just not paying attention. We ended up losing that flag, and there's that same druid that I killed myself fighting, so I want to go up here and help them as best I can on top of that tank druid being back up there as well. The game is getting pretty close to being over, but we're not out yet. They do have 4 bases, and it's not looking good for us whatsoever, but we get in here and help them clean up this little cleanup crew action here. Take out that balance druid, no problem. Guardian druid here, and he's just a big sponge. He takes just as much damage as everybody else. He just has more health. That other druid must have got rebirthed, or he had a soul stone that I did not notice. I wasn't paying attention to the cast bar there. I think he may have gotten rebirthed and I just didn't kick it. But fighting this big bear here, he finally goes down with a huge fight. And now we just got this little balancer here. We ended up capping the ruins, which is awesome. So them little 3 people that we had over there after we had died must have won that little brawl and taken it back, and I just wasn't paying attention. Take out that druid there. See, no one ended up going to cap that flag. They were just off 4 people on one horde. I can't really complain too much because they've probably given up because it's 1381 to 931. So we're ending up capping this, and now we're going to have a capture. We're going to have 3 points, okay? 3 points. There's still a chance. Still a chance. If we can ended up capping 4, maybe spinning the flag on a 5th one, there was a humongous possibility that we could have came back in this BG, but kind of looking like it's over. So I'm just thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to go try and rotate towards farm, maybe even go towards mid, try and just get some more kills, get some more damage done, see if I can get a nice little 1v1 off in a road somewhere. But just walking around here these last few seconds, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the game. I love sub. I hope this was fun for you. I'm trying to just talk over this video because my in-game audio got bugged. Here comes the last brawl right here. The last big chunk of horde towards the quarry for the end of the game. It's a pretty cool little match. I'll let you watch what happens. I see this rogue, I'll blind him just because I don't want him to help this druid try to cap this flag. See the druid, he's not in bear form. I try and get him in a stun lock here, but I do not hit kidney shot. But guess what? He dies anyway because there's a monk up here to help me as well. And I believe he was in shadow meld because he's a night elf. And I got to even know he was there. Hit that rogue with a big dress trinket. And just like that, that big group of horde that was coming here just dwindled down to 2 druids. And I'm pretty sure it was that balanced druid and the tank druid. And one of the druids ended up running away. So it's just this guy for the end of the game. Was almost able to one-shot him. But 20-4. We played our heart out this game. I definitely tried my best. I thought I did pretty well. You guys can criticize me if you want to. I'm still learning sub every single day. Ended up having over 1,000 points on Alliance, which is pretty good compared to the battlegrounds that I have been having. Just been really bad blowout losses. But thank you guys so very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please remember to hit that subscribe button. It helps me out greatly. I appreciate every single one of you guys. So happy we're sustaining that 200 mark. Let's just keep growing, guys. See what happens in the future. I will be live streaming more, and I promise I'm going to try and get more and more content out for you guys. I'm just going to try and upload at least once a week, but I would love to get back to my 3 times a week if possible. Thank you again for watching. I just love you guys. Thank you for all the support. Let me know what you're going to main in Shadowlands down below. If you know, give me some thoughts on the game. Let me know what you would like to see next. 20-4, pretty great game. Let me know what you thought, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.